And we said number 9. So y equals natural log of x over x to the 5th. And then I also would like to look at, let's say, I don't know, 21, before we look at the word problem. So we have y equals natural log x squared, and they want that x equals 3. Good. Okay, so I have to identify what type of function it is. In other words, I'm looking to determine the formula that needs to be used here. That's what it is. When I say what type of function it is, I want my students to say it's a ratio. You have to use the quotient rule. That's all I want my students to say. So then, can anyone give us the derivative? Or how do we write it? So y prime, I'm not going to have enough room, I know that. So I'm going to move on to page 10. So what do you think? What will the denominator be?
X to the 5th power.
But we have to square it, right? We square the denominator. Copy the base, multiply the exponents. Perfect. What is the derivative of natural log?
Log.
So what is the derivative of log?
1 over x.
Yes, indeed, 1 over x. Multiply by x to the 5th minus copy natural log x times, I have to differentiate x to the 5th.
Five x to the 4th.
5x to the 4th. Excellent. Of course, I'll simplify here. 1 from here, 1 from here. And I get x to the 4th minus. I will rearrange this because I don't like to write anything behind natural log. So it's 5x to the 4th natural log x over x to the 10th. And now I want to factor out the greatest common factor in the hope that I can simplify. What is the greatest common factor here?
X to the 4th.
Exactly. And then I have 1 minus 5 natural log x. 4 are going away, 4 are going away, and I have x to the 6th. So the final simplified form is 1 minus 5 natural log x over x to the 6th. That's it. Okay, let's look at find the equation of the tangent line to the graph of this function when x is 3. So that's 21. I'm going to copy it. I cannot be lazy about that. I need to start it right now. Good. So can anyone tell us how to find the point? I know that x is 3, but what about y? Nobody told me or gave me y. How can I find y?
I think when I find the slope, which is m, which is f times f prime.
So we're going to get to the slope in a moment because we need to find the slope. You're correct. So y minus y1 equals the slope x minus x1. I have x1. I do not have y1, and I have to find m. Perfect. How do I find y1? First.
You can plug in 0 for...
y0. Why am I plugging 0? First, I cannot even plug in 0 in natural log. That's not possible.
Yeah.
But why did you pick 0 and not 55?
So that way I can single out what y would be.
But you have 3. You cannot plug in anything else.
Okay.
Right? So if I'm given x equals 3, this must be f of 3, guaranteed. There is no other way.
Okay.
So when x is 3, f of 3 would be what?
Natural log of 3 squared.
That's it. That's our point. So I have y1, natural log 3 squared. Awesome. Perfect. Now let's think about the slope. How do I find the slope? What do I need to determine first in order to find the slope? What do we always determine, without which I cannot find the slope? What did we say about the slope? You had it on the test too. Same idea. It's just that it's a different function. Who cares? The same idea. How do I find the slope? Anyone would like to help here? How do we find the slope?
Maybe
Let's call this f of x. Anyone, give it a shot. How did we find the slope on the test? When we were asked to find the equation of the tangent line to the graph of this function at such and such point.
y1 minus y2, or do you mean the derivative?
The derivative evaluated at what value?
x1.
But why 1?
No, I mean x1, which will be 3.
Oh, yes, x1, yes, of course, yes. Thank you. I didn't hear that. My apologies. Good. So I have to find f prime. How do I find f prime? This is the power rule with a function in it. How do I get this?
I would love to just bring the 2 down. So
Yes,
2, so
2 times natural log x to 2 minus 1 times
3. Oh, times the natural log of x.
times
X.
times. Remember me a couple of minutes ago being silly? Why was I silly? What was I saying? Why was I so happy? Why?
The derivative of x, f.
Yes, which is?
1 over x.
Thank you. Times the inner function prime, which is 1 over x. So this is 2 natural log x over x. This is it. This is where I plug in 3. And when I plug in 3, I don't want to hold you over. You know, as a token of respect to you, but I just want to finish right here. So the slope, and we can finish it up next time, but I just want to plug in 2 natural log 3 over 3. So then we have y minus natural log 3 squared equals 2 natural log 3 over 3 times x minus 3. And we have to simplify it a little bit for next time. Thank you.